psychology hacks that I've used on my man before to get what I want that have actually worked, except he's gonna be the one that's editing this video. He has no idea that I've done these before, but after this video he will, so it will be his first reaction to all of these. But baby, I know you're watching. I still love you very much, even though I've done these before to trick you. But let's get into the video. Okay, the first one is called the door in the face phenomenon, which is when you ask for a big request, which is likely to be declined, and then you follow up with a much smaller one, which then makes that person more inclined to agree since it seems so much smaller than the first request. The last time that I used this one was our trip to Italy in April. I really wanted to go to Positano and it was a random month and I knew he would say no. So instead of asking for the week in Positano, I suggested that we go on a month-long trip to Europe and visit all of these different places, and obviously he was like, no, that's too much, I don't have time off, it's expensive, whatever. So then I followed up saying, oh, then what if we go to Positano for a week and just visit one place and have a nice little vacation? Since it seemed so much smaller than the first request, he was way more inclined to say yes, which he did, and we had a beautiful week in Positano. This can also be used with everyday things like cleaning, for example. So I would start by saying, hey, we need to clean the entire house, we have people coming over, whatever it is, and obviously that doesn't sound like a fun thing to do, so he won't want to do that. After that, I suggest, okay, what about you just vacuum and do the dishes and then I'll do XYZ. And then he's way more inclined to say yes and do it with a good attitude because he's grateful that he doesn't have to do the entire house. He only has to do these 2 annoying chores instead of like 5. Okay, the next one is called the foot in the door phenomenon, which is pretty similar, but it's kind of the opposite. It's when you start with a really small request that they're very likely to say yes to, and then after they do that request, you then follow up with a larger request and they're more inclined to say yes since they already said yes to the first one. I honestly hate that I'm telling you guys these because he's gonna be on to me now. But I use this one on Sundays a lot for errands because on Sundays I like to hit every store, like groceries, home goods, Petco, you name it, I want to go. And obviously, I mean, Nash isn't a huge fan of shopping, so he's not exactly excited to go and do those things. So I always start off by saying, hey, do you want to go to Dutch Bros and Target? And then it's like, okay, yeah, we can do that. And then after we're done with Target, I'll be like, oh, I want to go to Home Goods, it's across the street. He'll be like, okay, it's across the street, why not? And then I'll be like, oh, I need to go to Petco because Brew's out of this food or treat or whatever it is. And then we go to Petco, and before he knows it, we've hit 7 stops and we're on our way home. Another example of this that I totally have never used before. Hey, I did a Pilates class and my shoulders are like extra sore that day. I'll be like, hey, can you rub my shoulders? And then he'll start, and then I'll be like, actually my whole back is sore, do you mind just giving me a full back massage? Since he already started on the shoulders, he's more inclined to say yes since he already started doing the task without him knowing. Okay, I have a lot more hacks like this, but I'm only gonna reveal them if you guys really want me to, so comment down below if you do. But I love you guys, thank you for watching, and I love you, Nash. Now I'm gonna go film a what I do in a day while my fiance is suffering at work, so stay tuned for that video tomorrow. And give Nash a follow, that man deserves it after this video. His whole life has been a lie, I'm just kidding. It's Nash J Morgan, he'll put it up right here, I'm sure. But I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.